In order to learn how to play around with your tables or adjust the look and feel of your tables, I've reopened the project tables exercise file from scratch to begin working with. The techniques that you're going to use in project to adjust the look of the table area of your screen are very similar to ones that you may have been introduced to when you were working in Excel or other spreadsheet applications. What we're going to take a look at is just a few ways that we can manipulate the look and feel of this particular table. One thing we may want to do is we may want to adjust the size of our row. That's very easily done by clicking on the row that we are interested in manipulating and taking our mouse and bringing it over to the first column, the one that's in gray that identifies our task number. You'll notice now my mouse is turned into a crosshairs, and I click and drag down and pull down this row line until it gets to be the size that I'm interested in making it, and then I release it. And you'll notice that the height of my row has increased. I can bring it back to the original size just by manipulating that particular crosshair. So by dragging it up and down on my screen, I can change the height of my row. I can also change the width of my column because here it's chopping off some of my task names, so I can't really see all the information that I've put into the system here. So I go up to the very top of my column headers. Again, my mouse turns into a crosshair. As soon as I see that new symbol, I click down on my mouse button and drag my column indicator out to the right so that I've increased the size of my column. Now that doesn't quite get all the information in there, so I just repeat it until I've increased the column size enough that I get all of my task information in there. Now I may want to hide a column. I might not really be interested in seeing what the start date for all of these particular tasks are. I select the column that I'm interested in manipulating, right-click, and then select Hide Column, and then the column is hidden. If I want to display more of the table itself, I then move over to the final large bar between the table and my Gantt chart until I get a double-sided line with my arrows indicating that I can move. That's my split icon. I click with my mouse and drag it out, and that allows me to see additional columns that were hidden from my view based on the size of my table. So whenever you make changes to this table, if you save this, if I was to go up and say File, Save As, Project Table 1, and save it, when I open up Project Table number 1, so I'm going to close this, and then come back in and open it up, the changes that I made to the look and feel of my table have been saved. So, in this chapter of movies, you learned how to work with tables. In the next chapter of movies, you're going to learn how to print your project views.